Shalom. Shalom. Yeah, we good.
All right. We the Hebrew Israelites, true Hebrew Israelites, coming back out here again. Before we do, giving all honor, praise, and glory to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash.
Yahweh being who people call God, Yahweh Shai being who people call Jesus. All right, double honors to the apostles over the Great Millstone Church, our apostles and the elder bishops. Salutations to you as well, on down to the rest of the elders and Akim, also the branches. Hold forth the true word of life and all true faith and sincerity. So yeah, man, coming back again, you know, with another midweek gathering. And yeah, man, it's the same old rundown place, you know, crumbling on down to his last crumb. And that being America, the spiritual daughter of Babylon, you know, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, spiritual Nineveh, spiritual Assyria, all right? Spiritual Rome, you know, or we just vexed, all right? Let's kick it off with first, let's get 2 Peter 1. Matter of fact, 2 Peter 2, I want to say that is. 2 and 8.
Yeah, it's the book of 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, for that righteous man, matter of fact, started at verse 7. Let me get straight to the point. I'll hop up a little bit.
The point at 8, but go ahead. If you want to start earlier, let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, in turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Right, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You know, why is the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah being mentioned? Because it's a place, you know, it will be a place reminiscent of that place, you know, coming back, which is here now. It's America. All right, go ahead.
It says, condemn them with an overthrow.
Right, and just like in that place, it was people condemned with an overthrow due to their wicked, unlawful deeds and whatnot, craziness, lasciviousness, you know, sexual immorality, all these different type of things. These same people who will follow like matter will meet the same demise. And the spiritual, the new Sodom and Gomorrah, the spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, talked about in Revelation 11 and 8. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it says, making them an example unto those.
Charlie Kirk wishes you well.
You know, see, that's the spirit. You know, we ain't out here to phony kick it. We ain't out here to lie about what's going on. We vexed, we pissed, and we in the wicked ass place, you know? And all we got is this little sanctuary and each other is those that are like-minded, you know? And this one chance, you know, through this one way out of here. There's only one way, and that's this truth, this gospel, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Go ahead.
It says, making them an example.
This nigga just said, riding off, Satan loves you. You know, have fun or something. This nigga said Satan loves you, you know, thinking he can mock the prophets. But that's why the Lord said the prophets that have been before me, so you don't get it twisted, have spoke against many countries and against great, you know, kingdoms of war, pestilence, and evil. You worshiping Satan, but don't even realize, you know, Satan on our behalf. You know what I'm saying? You worshiping Satan, but don't realize we teach Satan. You know what I'm saying? In its true,
Exactly.
you know, totality, you know, how he truly is to be seen. Satan ain't shit, nigga. The Lord terrible. The hell with Satan. You know, the demons worship the Lord and tremble. You know, he talking about some, you know, hell Satan or whatever the hell. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, continuing. It says,
Damn Edomite.
making them an example unto those that should, it's like that after should live ungodly.
See, and you obviously had people doing, it was a rich city, Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You know, we're gonna actually let's get a, in the overview. It says, we're we get the stats. This is Sodom and Gomorrah status, right? It says, how you doing? It says, Sodom and Gomorrah's the AI overview. Sodom and Gomorrah's status is that they were destroyed by God for their pervasive wickedness. It says, let's get that word, pervasive. It says, with the biblical story serving as a warning against divine judgment, injustice, and inhospitality. See? People with bad manners and, not treat people as they ought, It says, while sometimes associated with sexual immorality, right? Scholars debate the specific nature of their sins, suggesting broader themes of arrogance, oppression, and lawlessness were central to their condemnation, as their story is referenced in religious texts to warn of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's wrath against unrepentant sin. You got it.
Yeah, it's the word pervasive in the Google definition.
Pervasive.
It says especially of an unwelcome influence or physical effect.
Read that again one more time.
It says especially of an unwelcome influence or physical effect.
Yep. Unwelcome influence or physical effect. Go ahead.
Spreading widely throughout an area or a group of people.
Yeah, man. So this place is influencing wicked, and it was that not just in their specific area, but abroad.
Yeah.
Not just within the people that were actually doing this, but amongst people that weren't even about it. Go ahead.
I got a few synonyms. So the synonyms are widespread.
That's what it means by pervasive, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Widespread.
Yeah.
A pandemic.
See?
Epidemic.
See? All things synonymous with America. America is said to be affecting everything and everybody, as a damn likened unto a cup that the Lord poured abroad, man, that everybody drinking from. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind. That's it.
Okay. Let's get inhospitality.
Kind.
That's another key word.
Inhospitality. Yep.
Good.
Inhospitality, according to the Google definition.
Inhospitality.
It says the quality of being unfriendly and unwelcoming towards people.
Yeah.
The state of being harsh and difficult to live in.
See? That's this place. It's harsh and difficult. These people, and it's upon the people. The scriptures tell you what? The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. They forsook the covenant of the Lord. Not the covenant of the Lord, but they've transgressed his laws. They're doing things, though they were not given a law, that are not approved of by the law, which will be things that will lead to death. You got it?
Yeah, kind. That was it on the definition.
Okay, let's get the other word. Let's get arrogance, because it said they was arrogant too. Yep. Because the word arrogant basically like proud. All right, go ahead. That's all you see in this place, bunch of proud people.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
It's the word arrogant according to the Google definition.
Fucking women proud, this is disgusting. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or ability.
Everybody think they're important, despite a hierarchy, despite a reality, despite, it being a team effort. Despite you haven't even done as much as other people on the team.
Exactly.
People feel a need to assert their importance and supersede that reality. That's what you see, man. Women, how the fuck women a weaker vessel, but they make themselves to be so, so important and everything so revolve around them. Happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? How? How are you so-called white people so important when so-called black people Native American, Indian people, so-called Latinos build every fucking thing.
Every damn thing.
How the fuck do you find in the face, in a situation like that, place the audacity, the mentality to put yourself,
Above anything, like you said, hierarchy. Like who was here first? How do you say this your land and name it after yourself when you knew you took it?
How you know God created everything and it's the one to be worshipped, but you feel a need to always make it about you and not what he wants.
Exactly.
Never a day given to him. Like how? That was how Sodom and Gomorrah got. That's how this place get down. That's how Sodom and Gomorrah got down. And we see what it got. All right? You got more?
Yeah, that was it on the definition, but yeah, proud is in the synonyms.
All right, let's get Proverbs 6 and 16 before we go back.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 16. It says, these 6 things doth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Yeah, people, let's start there. God say he hate. And people be like, it's about God, right? But God says he hates and he wants you to know he hates. But then you who say it's about God be like, that don't matter.
Right.
I'ma love, and then you also somebody that, you does what God wants, right? But that goes on and be like, well, I'ma love what God hate.
Right.
Nope. I can't do that because, it's not in me. And then got the nerve to be like, it's the God in you. No, it's the damn God of this world in you.
Satan.
Which is Satan. And you people can't even see that, man. Because the God of this world has blinded you. All right? You want to say something?
No, that's it. You good.
Go ahead.
Yep. Proverbs 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. It says a proud look.
See? A proud ass look, man. And and where is that found at? That's the look of most in America. Because it's the look of most Americans. From the damn women to the so-called white, because of the so-called white men. From the nigga with money to the brokest nigga with no money. Everybody proud.
as hell.
To a person that, got a damn PhD, to a person that don't know shit, and know they don't know shit. Niggas still proud. That's this place. From people that's not in the truth to people that's in the truth, or know the truth, if you will. Proud as hell. Go ahead.
Yep. It says a lying tongue.
Yeah, that's basically the point.
Yeah, kind.
So yeah, you can finish though.
It's good. It says in hands that shed innocent blood.
Yep. And that's what it says in the overview, basically. Sodom and Gomorrah had a bunch of stuff going on. It says another thing they had going on, the interpretations of sin, right? Broader moral corruption. It says they had oppressive behavior rather than exclusively on sexual immorality. Sexual immorality, some New Testament references such as those in Matthew, Luke, and Jude link the city's downfall to sexual transgressions. But another one is what? Violence and injustice. Other accounts emphasize violence, injustice, and violation of hospitality as the primary sins. So this place was just going all the fuck off. It was just hell to be in. All right? So we could jump back.
Yep.
So that's basically it on that.
This is on 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, in turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example, an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly.
Yeah, man. Because clearly it would be people that will come after that place, like the people in that place that will be just like the people in that place, in the place like that place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And that place being, again, spiritual Sodom and Egypt.
Yep.
With Jake catching hell, the righteous catching hell. We're seeing this. We're seeing people about...
Yeah, Revelation 11 and 8, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah, man. So we just hear messed up. A lot of our people basically in a dead state, hence being oppressed, hence caught up in the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ahead.
Yep. It says where also our Lord was crucified.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna read the next verse because it lines up with that unhospitality. It says
inhospitality.
The water, brother. Inhospitality. It says, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Yeah, so meaning these people are indecent people. They have no decency about them. That's it?
Yeah, that was it.
Jump back.
Yep, Second Peter chapter 2 and verse 7, it says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
So after all that, we now know a place got down like that, and there was people condemned because they helped a place like that even be. They got condemned, man, with a violent overthrow. Lord rained fire on them, got them all up out of here. But he did what?
And delivered.
And he delivered, go ahead.
Just Lot.
Just Lot, man. Which Lot is synonymous with, or symbolic, I should say, for the elect, men, women, and children of the nation of Israel. Those that walk according to this rule.
Yep.
All right? The rule of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. To where what? They receive mercy. Hence what? The sure mercies of David.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it says vexed.
As it tell you in Galatians 6, and it also tells you in Isaiah, I want to say the 53rd chapter. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
See? Who was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So yeah, man, we're in a place that's like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Vexed as hell. But guess what? The Lord said that will be, And we ain't here to lie about it. We ain't here to sugarcoat about it. We ain't here to act like, we not affected, man. We very much well affected, because that's what it said that place of before, was doing. It was widespread and affecting, abroad. All right? That's what's going on. Let's go to Jeremiah 51.
Con, you want me to hold this 8?
You finished?
You initially called verse 8.
You ain't get to 8 yet?
Nah.
What verse is that?
We just on 7, so this will be the last one if you want the 8.
Go ahead. You got it.
It says, for that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Yeah, so he was day to day, we in here vexed as hell, man. Vexed. Brothers is very vexed. The believers is really vexed. Yep. Go to Jeremiah 50 and jump to 7.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's that scripture you wanted that day too. Jeremiah 50 and 7. Go check it out. That's exactly what you was looking for, I believe. Yeah, just get Jeremiah. Give me before we get that, let's get Galatians 6.
Mm-hmm.
7. Oh, okay.
Galatians 6.
They shall be led into all nations. 21 and like 28. To be trodden down. Bad. 6 to 16.
Yep. Galatians chapter 6 in verse.
Yeah, that's it.
In verse 16, it reads.
That's another one too.
And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them and mercy and upon the Israel of God.
Read it one time, Slot.
Yeah, kind.
And it's 51 and 7. Go ahead.
Galatians chapter 6 in verse 16, it says, and as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them.
See? So we're going to be like Lot. We're going to receive the mercy that Lot received because we walk according to this rule. Lot wasn't with that bullshit. He wasn't with the inhospitality, the oppression, the violence. He hate this stuff had to go on. He wasn't with that, immorality, you know what I'm saying? People was on. He wasn't with those proud ass people. How do you know? Because remember the angels tried to come in, to the city, see what was going on, really to just, give, witness that, yeah, this shit gotta go down. It was really there to destroy it. And these niggas went on to prove, be in some sexual immorality with the angels, you know? And Job and Lot had to tell him, like, nah, don't do this wickedness. You know? Told the angels to come in and had that hospitality. He like, stay here. And that's why they and see, that's how you know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what makes it even more wicked is that Lot tried to give them an alternative. He said, I have 2 virgin daughters, and they turned down that over some men.
Get Sirach 15, you know, because, yeah, they made they pick. Right. Like the scriptures say, you know, stretch for before you is life or death. So people choosing what they want based off what they picking. And that's what the fuck you getting, you know? So Job, they got what they got, Lot got what he got. You can jump to the point, verse 16. Matter of fact, start at 15.
Sirach 15 and 15. If thou wilt to keep the commandments.
Actually started at 13. Yep.
Sirach 15:13.
Yep.
The Lord hateth all abomination.
Yep.
And they that fear God, Yahweh Shemiah Shai, love it not.
See that? See that? We was just talking about that.
Exactly.
You got people talking about they love God, it's about God, you do what God say to do. Man, just full of it, bro. You know? Well, in that case, you will be against things that God, you know, ain't with. Go ahead.
It says, he himself made man from the beginning.
See? Go ahead.
And left him in the hand of his counsel.
See? And gave him counsel. He made man and he gave him, you know, he gave him the way. Like, here, you know? But you know, but you down here. But I gave you light. You know what I'm saying? I gave you breath. You know, I put you amongst all these trees, but I said, don't eat it out.
No, exactly.
You know? Now you do what you gonna do. Watch this. You read the whole chapter.
It says, verse 15, if thou wilt to keep the commandments.
See, if thou wilt.
Right.
Now it's up to you.
Right.
To make a decision. So will you stand it? You know? Go ahead, if you will. Go ahead.
It says, if thou wilt to keep the commandments.
See, to keep the commandments.
And to perform acceptable faithfulness.
Acceptable faithfulness.
Acceptable, yep, faithfulness.
Yeah, because by what? Sticking by these commandments, which is showing your faith, which is the commandments of Yahweh, which will show your what? Faithfulness to him, you know? Because if you tell a woman to do something as her man, but then she stopped doing it, or she go do some shit that another man told her to do that's against what you told her to do, what does that show? Unfaithfulness, you know?
And it's key because it said
acceptable. Something that's against her man, you know? Something that's against her man. All right? But keep going.
It says, verse 16, he have set fire and water before thee.
Now we get to the point. All right? But, so see, everybody left, we've been given. You know what I'm saying? The way to where no one compares being innocent, you know? Because you was given, you know, the Lord left you in the counsel. How could you cheat on your husband if you didn't know that was possible? If you didn't know he was truly with you? If you didn't really know he was your husband? How could you do it? You couldn't, right? See that? Go ahead.
He have set fire and water before thee.
Just for example. Go ahead.
Stretch forth thy hand.
So he has set fire and water before thee. All right? Stretch forth your hand like picking. All right? Go ahead.
Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt.
You got people choosing spoiled milk. You know how you go to the grocery store, right? For example. And people usually grab the joints from the back, you know? At that, the whole grocery store is literally, it's an example of you picking what you take home. You know? That shit say on it is, you know,
exactly.
It's dated or it's look spoiled, it smells spoiled, right? Or a damn alert come out that shit's been recalled. And you go pick, it's on you, and you go pick it, that's on you. You know? You see that milk had a dent in it. You know what I'm saying? You seen it was whatever the hell.
Exactly.
You know? But you got people that's literally complaining when they go and pick the very damaged things that they had option to not pick, you know, but will go on and still pick it and show what they you know, that's what they got and they deserve, you know. Go ahead, bro. Fucking nuts, man. Go ahead.
Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt. Before man is life and death.
See, and you gotta look at it like that. How you gonna have the nerve to get mad when you pick the spoiled milk?
Exactly.
But got nerve to be appalled, you know, when you get sick, you know, when there's issues now, when your stomach upset, you know, you got a sticky ass package or whatever, it was disgusting. And you got there and be like, ugh, but you knew when you put it in your cart. And then you get home, what the fuck, all this shit on me. Like, that's how these people act. You seen it. It was clear as day before you picked it that it was that you shouldn't have picked it up, but you still picked it up, you know? So now deal with the repercussions, you know? And that's why we vex, because we watch people do idiotic stuff like this all the time, you know? We having options like this put in front of us to where we don't want none of it, but we have to pick the best of the worst. So that's why we're vexed, you know? It's all bullshit in there nonetheless.
Right.
You know? In the store, if you will. But go ahead.
Before man is life and death.
So before you is life or death, and that's why this is serious. Go ahead.
And whether him liketh.
See, and whether you like. You
shall
know?
be given him.
You gonna go pick what you like. So upon what you pick, you show what you like. You see it? What you okay with. So don't get mad when you got it. Especially when it was clear what you was getting before you picked it, you know? Go ahead.
And whether him liketh shall be given him.
Yep.
For the wisdom of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is great.
Mm-hmm.
And he is mighty in power.
Yep.
And beholdeth all things.
Yep. See? Exactly. So when the Lord sent the angels to really take that place out, it was really to be another witness to prove exactly why he was already taking it out, you know?
Right.
Because when they had to pick to let those men rock, to not do another evil deed, they was not without fear to add sin unto sin.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like the scripture tell you to do, be not afraid to add sin unto sin. Be not without fear to add sin unto sin. Roughly paraphrasing. I believe it's like Sirach 15 or 13, you know, and say he would be pacified from my anger, you know. But they was like, man, fuck it. You know, niggas was dead set on it. They just won't stop. They was already doing wickedness. Did they have to do any more? The scripture tell you to offend less.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. Like, y'all already going down. Y'all already know y'all wild. Y'all just gonna keep going with this shit? That's some proud shit.
Yeah.
And it's oppressive. And then they got to the point in Sodom and Gomorrah where they tried to start forcing them. You know? Forcing that shit upon you almost. It's like how you see today. It's in your commercials. Like, come on, bro, it's already down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Do it gotta be on my cereal box?
Right.
I don't eat cereal, but, you know.
They do it. It's everywhere. Everywhere. I got that scripture too.
They gonna try to grab the angels and hem them up, you know? Lord had to tell them like, nah, man, you know? Go ahead.
Yeah, this on Sirach 5:5, it says, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
So you already wrong. The eyes of the Lord are already watching y'all ass. Y'all don't even know the eyes here. These men were the eyes. You know? Going back to that 2 Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Go up there real quick.
Yep, 2 Peter.
Like 4. And we continue on that.
So let me get it here real quick. All right.
2 and 4.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 4.
Come on.
It says, for if the heavenly Father spared not the angels that sinned,
Come on.
but cast them down to hell,
Come on.
and delivered them into the chains of darkness.
Yep. Let's talk about us and these bodies, you know? Come on.
To be reserved unto judgment.
See, waiting for the judgment day to where we can be acquitted of these things, you know, or condemned, if you will. Not like Esau, but, you know, jack the fuck up, you know? Come on, man.
Yep.
And that's heavy. Why you think they came to Lot? We will later find out we of them. They're our brethren. You know what I'm saying? So they came to the angels. You know what I'm saying? Why? That's why the hell they be here.
Otherwise, they would have no purpose here if we wasn't here. No purpose.
Earth is way more high level than people can think or realize. You know, it's angels walking around. Some have entertained the angels on the world, yeah, directly from the spirit world down here acting like they people, but also the Israelites, you know? Y'all don't fucking get it. Yahweh Shah was technically an angel. And he was born, you know, the seed of man, you know, of a woman, you know? But niggas just did as they wanted with them. And they did the same thing with the little angels, you know what I'm saying? That only got placed to, you know, they ain't to be living on earth. Them niggas really did that shit. You know? Oh, get that real quick. 2nd Ezra 13, because it said Bez's sin of Sodom was what? Inhospitality, right? Now, what does that say in Ezra's Hebrews 13:2? Hebrews 13:2.
Hebrews 13:2
Yep.
says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares."
See? Be not forgetful to what?
To entertain strangers.
Entertain. See that? That's hospitality.
Right.
That's going to Sodom and Gomorrah. For some have what?
For thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
Yeah, man. So you had a chance to be hospitable, decent to an angel. You know? But you didn't realize it because you just seen them as men, because that's how they move. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you see happening in Sodom and Gomorrah, right, with the literal angels, because they came in the form of men, and that's what you see now with us, how they treat us. You see what I'm saying? Which is how you have inhospitality that is improper treatment,
Right.
you know? Because they were literal angels. They was the Lord's angels. You got it?
Yeah, this the word entertain
Go ahead.
in the Hebrews 13:2. It says, well, the word in the Greek,
Strong's G 3579, xenizo. Xenizo.
it says to receive as a guest,
See?
to entertain
Yep.
hospitably.
See? So it's inhospitality is going on when you're being forgetful, you know, of these things, to say the least. When you're doing the opposite of entertaining, right, you're not being hospitable. You're being inhospitable, you know? And it could be to your detriment, because what if it's an angel?
Exactly.
That's what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. Guess what? We back in Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what's happening now. You got some fucking people out here pressing up on brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like them motherfuckers, you know? You got some people, that would mean, right, if we back in Sodom and Gomorrah, right, an angel's walking around here right now that somebody want to try to defile. You see what I'm saying? And they don't even realize it's an angel.
It's crazy.
Right now.
It's happening.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing that has been is that it shall be.
The thing, right, that was written aforetime was written for our learning. You know? We back in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? We know how it went down. And this motherfucker worse. You know how many angels probably walked past LGBTQ parades and shit and had some foul shit said to them? You know? This bitch gonna go down. Go ahead, bro.
Yep.
Continue on that.
Yep.
We're gonna continue on what you had.
Yeah, continuing in the 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 4, it says, "For if the heavenly Father spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into the chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment,
To the point, go ahead.
and spared not the old world,
Go ahead.
but saved Noah."
That's pre-Diluvian, as they like to call it, you know? The pre-Diluvian times, meaning pre-flood. Go ahead.
"And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness."
Yeah, it's the same power that destroyed the whole, you know, the whole first known world. Like it was nothing. Because how people were being. Because what was going on. Because all the proud looks, the oppression, the violence. There's all type of that shit going on, bro. You know? Sexual immorality. You know? The Lord was cursing niggas back then. People speaking Hebrew back then. People were melanated back then. People had woolly hair back then. Go ahead.
It says, "Bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Like, you know, to where the Lord had to eventually take people's melanin from them.
Right.
That was Esau. And guess what? These niggas still going. You know? You already down bad, bro. But see, at least he know that he only lose for a little season. He know the Lord is not fucking with him. He said he found no place of repentance. Come on.
Yeah, time.
Not the point. Come on.
Yep. This is verse 6. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Go ahead.
Condemned them with an overthrow.
Yep.
Making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly.
Okay, jump down. Keep going. All right. Now jump to, all right. Start at 8 and read through 11.
Go
ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, for that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver godly. It's like the Lord, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Yeah.
Them that walk after the flesh in the lust.
Now that shows you those people that was, those angels. Read that part again.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Listen closely to what they just said.
Yeah. 2 Peter 2 and 9, it says, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust.
And to reserve who?
The unjust.
Where?
The unjust until the day of judgment.
Until the day of judgment. Now listen, go ahead. So the unjust is being reserved until the day of judgment.
To be punished.
To be punished, right? Now watch this.
But chiefly.
So this is another set of people. Go ahead.
But chiefly them that walk after the flesh.
See, jump back to 4. Because clearly there's a difference between that set and the first set.
Yeah.
You got a people that's been reserved as the unjust unto the day of judgment. But they're not going to be dealt with how the second set is being dealt with. You see that? Because he's chiefly going to get them. Because they walk after the flesh. But it say both unjust. So who's the first set? You got it.
2 Peter 2 and 4, for if God spared not the angels that sinned.
See?
But cast them down to hell.
Come on.
And delivered them into chains of darkness.
And deliver who?
And delivered them.
They didn't say everybody.
Right.
Come on.
Into chains of darkness.
And who's it talking about? Angels again, right? Go ahead.
To be reserved.
See? To be reserved.
Unto judgment.
Unto judgment. That's who that is talking about. So these are little angels. You can jump back.
Yep, verse 8. Yep, verse 9, it says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of...
How do they appear to be angels? Because they've been put in these damn decrepit bodies. That's why it says you can't be forgetful to entertain angels unawares. Because the way you would know is because they in a body like everybody else. So that means when they came in Sodom and Gomorrah, they were in a body like everybody else. To where they had the proof that in hospitality, right, was going on. Improper treatment.
Right.
They was the whole time wearing a wire, basically.
And that's through the spirit, because it's like Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, but, you know.
No kind.
Go ahead, bro.
Yep. 2 Peter chapter 2 and 9, it says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations.
See that?
And to reserve the unjust.
So the unjust is the angels that's been, reserved unto the day of judgment in the chains of darkness. But they're angels. Now, who is it talking about? Let's talk about us. Because ain't no such thing as no book of Enoch and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about us. So that Hebrews 13 and 2 is twofold.
Right.
But go ahead.
It says and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Go ahead.
But chiefly them that walk after the flesh.
So he's not going to really destroy these people because they actual angels. You see that? But this all in the context of what? Sodom and Gomorrah. So guess what? If they're actually angels, right, in Sodom and Gomorrah, but in regular bodies, like the actual angels that came to ancient Sodom and Gomorrah was in bodies, who got pressed by the, and oppressed and inhospitably dealt with, how you think they being dealt with? They getting pressed and inhospitably dealt with. You see what I'm saying? They being tried. So we really here to be a fucking witness against these people. Just like they was. That's what's happening. Get Isaiah 62 and 6, Baba Kasha. Go ahead.
2 Peter 2 and 10, but chiefly them that walk out in the lust of uncleanness and despise government.
See, and despise government. All right. Jump to you could jump to 6 and 7. Point and 7.
Isaiah 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls.
See, like cameras. So the angels came like watchmen. Come on.
Upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Which shall never hold their peace, day nor night.
So we really the cameras of the Lord. Because we're more eyes on what's going on. You know? We're more proof of what's going on. The Lord uses us as proof. Watch this.
Day nor night, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Right.
And give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
So we keep bringing this before him. You see that? Until he does something about it. You see? So we're more the cameras. So it's upon us to where he's going to do something about it. You want to know how? Because we goddamn recording and watching everything that's going on. Let's get that word watchman in the Hebrew. You had some?
Yeah, kind.
Go ahead.
It's just a land back scripture, Ezekiel 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So it's just the furtherance of the proof that we like those cameras. The men sighing and crying, we all being used to we being used as surveillance.
Go to Isaiah 43 and 1.
Okay.
And then jump to 10. Then jump back to where he was. What you got? Bring it up.
This is
Shamar.
Shamar, the word for watchman in the Hebrew, for Isaiah 62 says to keep, guard, observe, and give heed.
Observe. Like
right.
A damn camera,
right.
AKA what? Surveillance. So we're here to survey. We're here to actually observe. You got more?
It says to watch for, and it says a keeper.
Yep.
To be on one's guard, take heed.
So we taking notes. Let's get that word observe in the Google. Go ahead.
Isaiah 43 and verse 1. It says, but now thus said the Lord that created thee, O Jacob.
So the watchman is set up to do these things. Observe, AKA be basically like a surveillance camera, right? Which is going to lead, which is what the Lord is going to use to finally fix everything, turn everything around, make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Now we're going to come here to back up that plus what the brothers just read with Ezekiel 9, right? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Isaiah 43 and 1.
Yep, Isaiah 43 and 1. But now thus said the Lord that created thee, O Jacob.
The Lord Yahweh. All right. Bashem Yahushua, that created Jacob. Jacob being another name for Israel. Go ahead.
And he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee.
Jacob being a name before it got changed to Israel because he wrestled with an angel, end up saying to be on the same level as the angels basically. Or he had power with God, hence the powers, the angels, and with man. You see what I'm saying? He was esteemed to basically be one of the sons of God, you know? Because that's what Israel means. Prince of the power. And the prince is what to the king?
Son.
He's a son. All right? There's many sons, but go ahead.
Yeah. It says, for I have redeemed thee.
Yep.
I have called thee by thy name.
See? So the Lord has redeemed us, man. Despite all this is going on, this is why we're here. Knowing this, you know? So your vexation it's supposed to bring forth edification. You see that? It's going to be during the time, the edification is going to be during the time of your vexation. Because how else would the Lord be able to tell you to where it will mean something to you that he has redeemed thee. You see that? Because if it would be during the time when we in this place like this, like the angels in ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. You see that? With the angels in ancient, like in Sodom and Gomorrah. Because remember, Lot was likened unto us. You see that? So we got angels coming to us, you know, that we lodging and stuff like that. We entertaining. And we ultimately liken unto, you know. That's coming to minister as, you know, for us like they did Lot, because Lot was to be basically what? An heir of salvation. He the only one that made it. This fucking woman didn't even make it out, you know? Because she made her pick. Her heart was still there. Like a brother was speaking on, when it says she looked back, that's not literal ways. It was still in her old man, it was still in her old, you know, that she was still a damn fucking Western civilized woman, if you will, back then. You know, she was still a damn Sodom and Gomorrah. She was on some American shit, right? That's basically what it's saying. Go ahead.
Yep.
For those that never understood that like that. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 43 and 2.
Go ahead.
It says, when thou pass.
It. Jump to 10. 43, 1 and 10. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 10.
Yeah, it's the
it
point.
says, ye are my witnesses.
See, that's the point. So he's talking to who? Jacob, who because of all of this became Israel, right? Yasha, prince of the power, son of the power, right? Said to be on the level of the angels, right? He said, what about him? Verse 10, listen closely.
Ye are my witnesses.
We are his witnesses. What does a witness do? It help you establish a matter. See that? Get 2 Corinthians 13 and 2. Then you can start at 1. So we helping the Lord establish the matter, the issue. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 13 and 1.
Yeah.
This is the third time I am coming to you. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established.
That's it, man. So now the Lord has got way more than that. You know what I'm saying? And they all righteous. You know? So the Lord is establishing, you know, what's going on, what needs to go on. You know? What can't go on upon us, man. You know, our lives. You know what I'm saying? What we saying. How we feeling. You know? Because look, if no one was complaining, everything good, right? That's the fuck that mean. If you ain't complaining, that mean this place good. You see? Let's get, what was another key word of the status of ancient Sodom and Gomorrah? Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and, or 7 and 12. Might be 11. You can jump back to where you was. You dropped Isaiah. You finished the 10th verse?
No, I didn't get all the way through it.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 43 and 10.
And
it says, ye are my witness, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and my servant whom I chosen, that ye may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me.
Yep, that's it. You can drop that. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Surely oppression.
Oppression. That was another word, man.
Right.
See that? Now, what's the sign to where we know there's oppression? Can you just claim oppression and it be true? No. You know? It ain't necessarily true. But go ahead.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
But where people are mad, there's clearly fucking what? Oppression. You know what I'm saying? People always mad. You think the Lord he ain't gonna check into that? See that? Go ahead.
And the gift destroyeth the heart.
All right, so let's go to Proverbs 28. And what's that? 11 or 3? That's a good one too.
Happy or
when
rich
the people,
man.
yeah, when the
righteous men do rejoice.
The poor man and oppresseth the poor. Is it 27? 23? Proverbs 1 though. 29 too. That's it.
Proverbs 29:2.
Yeah, this is another one too. Go ahead.
When the righteous are in authority.
See, when the righteous are in authority, go ahead.
The people rejoice.
See, the people rejoice. All right. So that's a sign to where you know when things is moving in righteousness, being conducted in righteousness, the righteous are ruling because people rejoicing. Ain't nobody fucking rejoicing. Everybody goddamn mad as hell. You see that? And that's the sign of what? You can go back.
It says, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
See?
And
because truly, right? Only the wise gonna be mad at that. So that's how you know it's true. You see that? Because a fool will be getting oppressed.
They love it.
Or the fool ain't gonna make no difference because they like a pig, right? A pig don't make no difference between nothing.
Exactly.
The only people that's gonna make a difference in between something is a wise man. Wicked will never do that. Look at these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They in hell acting like they, you know what I'm saying? Even though we can see in their countenance and they have their outbursts and shit, to where I say what I said earlier, right? Or just prior, they mad too, but it's not like how the scriptures say confidence in an unfaithful man is like a confidence in a broken tooth. These people word ain't you can't really take their word for nothing, you know? Well, you got the righteous, those doing this, actually bringing forth the scriptures, living a life according to the scriptures. If you how about some y'all start complaining, and then all of them that's doing that is complaining also. That's the sign. Lord don't give a fuck about these goddamn people for real. It really comes down to what we saying, you know. But truth be told, everybody goddamn crying and sighing. But guess what? Everyone's not confessing it. You see that? Get 1 Corinthians 1:30. Get Romans 8, Baba Kashad, and like 18, I want to say that is. And then you could jump back to what you was reading.
Yeah, kind.
18 is direct.
Come on, let me see.
I hate to bother y'all, but where are y'all recording?
We just reading and teaching the Bible.
That's awesome.
20.
For sure, man.
3, 2, this is up to 22.
Bring it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. First, slack.
Go ahead, bring it out. You got it. 1:30. Confession. See that? 1 second. Let's get this one first. Romans 10:10. My bad. Read that one first, and then you got it.
Yeah, that's the book of Romans, chapter 10, and verse 10.
You got it.
It says, "For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness,
See?
and with
because you do upon your what? So it says, with the heart, what?
man believeth unto righteousness."
Mankind, he believes unto righteousness. That's what leads a person to righteousness. Go ahead.
Kind. It says,
That's not the point though.
and with the mouth,
And with the what?
and with the mouth,
Go ahead.
confession,
What?
confession,
What?
confession
Confession. Go ahead.
is made unto salvation.
One more time.
Yeah, kind. Romans chapter 10, verse 10. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation.
See? So that's the point. With the heart man believing unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. You see that? So confession is what these people aren't doing, which is why so many people are not going to be saved, because they're not confessing. You see that? That's why I say if you confess with your heart, Hebrews 4. You know what I'm saying? These people not doing that shit, man. And then that one you got, you know? That's the difference between us two. We're going to be saved because why? We're with the heart believing unto righteousness, and then we confessing in those beliefs, of those beliefs, which is going to lead to our salvation. These people are not going to do that. All right? Bring that up. Where you at?
Hebrews 4. All right.
Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth
See?
and travaileth.
So we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth. That means everybody on the earth. That means the animals and everything. The trees, I mean, every fucking thing, bro. You know? I mean, everything. You know?
You got the animals in captivity. These zoos, that's captivity. They're not free. They go around in circles all day, every day. That's not how they're supposed to live.
Keep going.
You know, it says Romans 8:22. But we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now.
Yeah, see? That's the difference. She fucked up, homeless. Hell, a man would just be wrong. You know what I'm saying? A woman would just keep fucking going. You know what I'm saying? She just won't fucking stop.
Fucking stop.
They just won't shut the fuck up, bro. You know?
Yeah, I got that.
Come on.
This Sirach chapter 25 and verse 2, it says, 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud.
See? Now what makes him proud? It says, judge no man before thou hearest him speak, or praise no man before thou hearest him speak. For why? Because why? This is the trial of men, right? So this is how we would know, you know, who someone is, by their fruits. You got the fruits of the lips. Listen to what a poor man can say. Read that one more time.
Yeah, kind.
Yeah,
this Sirach chapter 25 and verse 2, it says, 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly...
Because the Lord don't hate somebody because they poor. That's how these people in this world operate. You got wicked ass poor people. You can actually go back to that in Proverbs 28:2. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says...
Come on.
That's crazy. Sirach chapter 25 and verse 2. It says, 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life.
Come on.
A poor man that is proud.
A poor man that is proud. But again, you know them by their fruits. You got the fruits of the lips. So you gonna know them based off when you gonna know if the poor man proud when he talk, or when he don't talk.
Yeah, kind.
See that?
Yep.
So I says, with the heart, man believeth unto righteousness, and with confession, and with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation. It's all about confessing. So that's what make a man proud. Here it is, you poor, miserable. Let me get that real quick. Revelation
3:18.
Yep. With the mouth, you know, you just bring it up.
It says
17.
Revelation 3:17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods.
Yeah.
And have need of nothing.
Go ahead.
And knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable, and poor and blind and naked.
Yeah, the Lord don't like that, because the kingdom not here. The Lord wants more for people, but
you
people.
Love Jesus?
Yeah, that's what we.
Awesome. I love Jesus too. He saved my life.
Yep.
I was an addict. I was shooting a box of cotton. I was lost. I was broken. I killed myself. And I cried out to him. And one day I went into a program and they helped share the gospel with me. And I'm going on 12 years of sobriety now and got 2 beautiful kids. And very thankful for the love of Jesus.
Yeah, that's good. That's what we come out here to tell people to do. Like, we all got issues, and the Lord basically want people to admit their issues, admit you need them. That's why, but a lot of people.
It starts with repentance.
Yep.
Revelation 3:17 says, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods.
Yeah, though you might have a mansion, you might have a nice car, you still got need. You got need of the Lord. This is not how it's supposed to be. You got a nice house, you got a nice car, but other people don't. You know? You don't truly know God as you're supposed to, because you spent all your time in school trying to win in society, in the rat race. The Lord's not caught up in that, because it said he can make a poor man rich on the sudden, and a rich man poor, you know, on the sudden. Go ahead.
Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods.
Yep.
And have need of nothing.
Yeah.
And knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
Because you can have all that and still have nothing. And that's what we come out here and confess. This is not life. This is not how it's supposed to be. Because people don't even think correctly. If your children just can't go out and play outside, it's an issue. If you're paying for water, it's an issue. Right? People protesting, though you live in a good neighborhood all over the earth, it's a problem. But until people admit that if the social system, right, the system we know as America is not fair, is not truly equal, it's a problem. And until you admit that, you're a problem with the Lord, despite what you have. So read that one more time.
Yeah, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and 2. It says, 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life.
Mm-hmm.
A poor man that is proud.
The Lord, ain't nothing worse than that. You truly don't have anything, but you acting like that's not the case, despite where you at financially or not. You know, meaning where you at financially, like being up or being down. The Lord can hate you for that, man. You know, people don't know the Lord hate. That'll be wicked then, because that means you can love everything. And you got people that think that. So it's clearly a problem, right? It's that simple.
You can gain the world and forfeit your soul.
Bingo. You know, you hear all these celebrities get on stage and the first thing they do is, what was the last time prior to that to where they even thought about God? You know?
God bless y'all. Have a
Yep.
good night.
Keep going.
Yeah, it says a rich man that is a liar.
Mm-hmm. See, a rich man that is a liar. You know? That's the celebrity. You know?
Yeah.
Nigga get on stage and act like he fucking humble or some shit.
That's through the spirit. I just want to say this. I seen a short earlier, and it was the dude that be in them Adam Sandler movies. I forget his name, Rob Schneider or something like that.
Mm.
And he was talking about Will Smith.
Mm.
He was like, the lady there next to him, he was in a little interview. She was like, Will Smith, he's such a good dude, and he was like, he a scumbag, he a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was like, that day you see him slap Chris Rock, he was like, that's the day you seen the real Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just taking hold to what this brother's saying. Like,
people, she's saying that, but y'all ain't really ready for the message. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not for everybody. You know? In reality, y'all still proud. You know? You know? Because you got to be proud to really try to go on in this earth. You know? You got to have some sense of pride. Now, where is your pride
Coming back out.
based in? You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was uncomfortable. You know? He ain't comfortable.
mm-hmm.
Nigga ain't ready, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's uncomfortable, right? To where you don't know all this. You don't talk like this through the spirit. You don't got shit to say. But that's the smartest thing you could have said, you know? Which is nothing. A fool, even when he holds his mouth, is deemed wise, you know? At least you didn't scoff, you know? But you was a prop if we could have put you on camera for exactly where the hell we at, man. You serving as an example. You know? We greeted y'all. We dealt with y'all. Let you say what you say. Let the Lord have his work. Let the word have free course. But nonetheless, the message is still as raw as it is. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't polished this, you know? He didn't sand this down.
Right.
You know? You pick this up and get splinters in your hand. Pick it up and cut yourself. You know? Only by the Spirit, you know, will you be able to eventually get cut and eventually get over it. You know what I'm saying? To where you basically become a part of the sword. You know? Basically. Like the Yahweh Shah said, I will come and fight against thee with the sword of my mouth. All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, kind.
So that's the difference. The difference between us and these people, we truly confess. Some groan, bitch, and moan, and some don't say nothing at all. You know?
That's something real quick. John 7:7, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated. Everything is evil in the way it works.
Yeah, man. Read that one more time. Bible Shah. Yep.
John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated.
Yeah, man. So these people friend. You know? Lord already said this world don't love him. You know? So who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting over on me. You saying that because you feel convicted too. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the Lord forced you to. But the majority of these people fucking proud, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're proud and poor, despite what they have or don't have. You know? They inhospitable, you know? And they're constantly overlooking those that are truly under all of them, which is those that come into this. You see that? They don't really come our way to make sure we straight. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of them feel convicted enough to speak. You see what I'm saying? Some might tithe. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But at the end of the day, they're oppressing us. You know? They're a part of the oppression. Because why? They hate Yahushua. They hate the word. They're not about righteousness. We're back in Sodom and Gomorrah. Spiritually. Go ahead.
It says John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
Yeah. So if you look, if you ain't ever thought past America, but you say you about God, tell me how can you not hate God? Try to tell me then you don't hate God. You never thought about past America, not trying to think past America, but you say you believe in God.
Right.
Now go on and try to tell me you don't hate God. Prove it. You can't do it.
Do it. Because you love what he hates.
Nah, read one more time. That too, but
John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated,
why?
because I testify of it
Go ahead.
that the works thereof are evil.
See?
You're not doing what the
Because
Lord
if you don't want to fucking go past, if you don't want to go past America, right? Like you don't want to go past, despite you believing in God, right? It's impossible for you to not actually hate God, because one, if you don't want to go past America, that means you want to stay here, right? And now in order to stay here, right, for whatever reason, say you're doing good or some shit, right? You got to keep doing things that allow you to win here. So I know you hate God now. Because he said, why? Because he's going to testify that the works thereof are evil. So if you was to go in and tell me you love God, when he done told me that, you tell me you love God, but you don't want to go past America. My question to you will be is why? Why don't you want to go past America? Because what wise person wouldn't want to get the fuck out of America? Somebody okay with America wouldn't want to go past America. Somebody that's probably winning in America. So now I know you would hate God. I know you actually hate God, my nigga, without you saying it. Because you can't have both. You can't serve Mammon and the Lord. You can't. You either gotta want to be the fuck out of here or you don't. Now, if you go now it's easier for somebody, right? In this instance, they want to get the hell out of America. And then the Lord tell them, yeah, everything here going on wicked anyway. And in order to get everything here, you gotta be wicked. They'll be like, yeah, cool. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. Versus somebody that be like, man, I ain't trying to get in America. We gotta win here, man. But I'm with God, man. Man, you hate God. Man, no, I don't, man. All right, so why you don't want to get out of America? Because, you know, America cool is working. We can make it work. So soon as this come up, guess what? You've already been exposed. You don't even got to go no goddamn further, man. Go ahead.
It's James 4:4 in NLT. Says, you adulterers, don't you realize that the friendship of the world makes you an enemy of God?
Yeah, and it ain't even, because you don't even gotta, you can get that, but you ain't even gotta get that. If a nigga don't want to leave America, it's a sign he's doing good or want to do the things of America. So my thing through the spirit will be, okay, that's just clear to know you hate God, nigga. Cause he not finna come and be like, yeah, you know the shit they doing there evil. You know what I'm saying? And how you come up as evil. And then you be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I love God. No, it ain't gonna happen like that. The nigga already don't want to get out. So when he hear that, he gonna just reveal he hate God. So why we even gotta see that play out? You hate God already, nigga. You cannot want to not get out of America and say you love God. It's impossible. It's impossible. It is impossible. Ooh, you know what is a good point? Remember when the Lord went to Abraham? He told him, Abraham was trying to get the Lord to spare Sodom and Gomorrah, right? He was like, if you find this many people,
Right.
will you spare it? He was like, if I find this many, I'll spare it. He's like, well, what if you only find this? He had to lower the number because he knew it wasn't gonna be that many niggas. So you gotta just get over it. It's not, you know, it's just clear cut. And he said, well, in fact, we can get that. He was like, if you, I think he got down to, I think like 8 or something. And then Abraham was basically like, yeah, okay. This place probably not gonna fucking make it. They're not gonna damn make it, man. Genesis 18, you jump straight to the point. Nah, that ain't it.
26 verse.
Yeah, 24. Yeah, there'll be 50 righteous within the city without also.
He started with 50, jump to 32. You can start at 28, then jump to 31.
Genesis chapter 18 and verse 28.
Come on.
It says, peradventure, there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for the lack of 5?
See?
For lack of 5?
So 45, come on.
And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it.
Jump to 31.
31. And he said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, unto Yahweh. It says, peradventure, there shall be 20 found there.
So you trying to play the middle game with niggas. Like, nigga, you're not, it don't work like that. You can't love God but not want to leave America. I'm just going to say you hate God, period. Go ahead.
It says, peradventure, there shall be 20 found there. And he said,
because a nigga will tell you, I'm not a friend of the Lord. Me and my family, we just okay here, man. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta want all that different destruction? So we ain't gotta go there. Nigga, if you don't want to leave, there's an issue. You hate God, period. Go ahead. Fuck is you talking about? Everybody ain't dumb. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, peradventure, there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake.
Soon as you see a Jake tell you they don't want to leave and they ain't trying to leave, they wicked. That's it. It ain't nothing else to talk about. At that point, they're wicked. Because how you sit here saying you don't want to leave a place you know wicked and not be deemed wicked? So what was Lot's wife deemed then? Why the fuck she get smoked? Because she didn't want to leave, right?
Exactly.
So she got dealt with like the wicked. Because she was fucking wicked. Nigga, they ain't no, she got smoked leaving.
All right, on her way out, escaping.
So it's no difference with the Lord, man. Nigga, if you don't want to leave, you not with me, nigga. So I'm already knowing you're not going to agree with what I'm telling you ain't the real, how you even supposed to really be dealing to come up. I already know you're not going to agree with that. Because I already know y'all hate me. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because I'm against how I say things are to go for life, should go for life, can go for life, are to go. Y'all don't really give a fuck about that. These niggas foolish. They okay with shit. As long as I can play in the NBA. As long as I can get a little bit of piece of the pie.
Right.
Them niggas want a piece of the devil's pie. They don't want the kitchen. They don't want shit. Jake don't want the patents. They just want the.
Yeah, the damn crumb. They just want to lick.
They want to sell their ideas and get a fucking pay for it. That's it. They don't want to fucking rule, bro. Jeremiah 2:11. Go ahead.
Yeah, continuing. Genesis 18 and 32. It says, and he said, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but once. Peradventure, 10 shall be found there.
Now, why is he asking the Lord, look, Lord, don't be angry. I know I'm coming back. But the Lord dealing with him. But he dealing with him to show him himself.
Exactly.
Like, what he doing?
Like, listen, what you doing? Listen to your thoughts, man. That's why he That's why he had to go down and down and down. He like, man.
Yeah, because he knew it just wasn't it, man. You can't, these niggas, they either in or they out, bro.
Ain't gonna find 20.
He ain't gonna find shit.
Yeah.
He knew it. You gotta get to that point. You can't, a lot of brothers and sisters still at this point right here. They like Abraham in this instance. That's why this was written. Go ahead.
Yep, it says.
Nah, bro, the majority, read it one more time. John 7:7, bro.
John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated.
The Lord flat out said it. He said, this world hate me, man. You know? Yeah, Messiah said that. That's why why you think he ain't deal with that many people? He knew everybody hated him. We ain't gotta sit here and sugarcoat the shit, man. In your vexation, because I know it's vexing, be edified, you know?
Right.
Go ahead.
John 7:7.
He was edifying us in our vexation. Go ahead.
The world cannot hate you, but me it hated.
Yeah, when you feel like you hate it, it's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The world's just against fucking righteousness, man. No matter how much we try to look at it another way. No, you see what I'm saying?
No,
to give
exactly.
fucking.
Yeah, you trying to perspective that works, but it's like it's none.
You try to, get to the point where it got to the point down the line down the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the word of the Lord said, what? Pray not for this people.
Exactly.
Don't even fucking pray for them, bro. He said, don't even pray for them. So through your vexation, you're supposed to get edified and understand why we vexed. Understand what it is. You just a camera, bro. You just here to prove ain't no hope. You know what I'm saying? For the wicked. I don't give a fuck what you say, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
John 7:7.
Made me forget what I was about to say, man. Spirit hot. Go ahead.
The world
hot.
cannot hate you,
Something I was
but
gonna
me it
get.
hated. Because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
See? That's it. They're just not, they got their way of going about life, despite how foolish it is, and despite how sensible mine is.
Exactly.
They just not with it. Cause that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even got to talk about that. Cause the world just not. Do fools make sense?
Nah.
They not picking why, and they just don't give a fuck.
That's what we started with. Talk about the damn pig. A pig don't differentiate
Thank
nothing.
you.
They eat everything.
They don't take that time.
Yeah. A fool not gonna sit down and consider, just like the scripture that says, basically he who contemneth small things, they go fall little by little.
That verse you brought
thought.
out in that James, that's for somebody that come into this.
Oh, yeah.
That's not for the world. You know what I'm saying? That's for some, look, that was written to the church. We understand, okay, you edifying, like, yeah, don't be a friend of the world. Because you understand, you're going to be sensible, like, okay, friend, okay, being close, and we get hell no. A fool not even listening. They're not even fucking listening. You know what I'm saying? They're pigs. You can give a pig a fucking bone, he gonna eat it. Mm-hmm. Some shit, he gonna eat it. Some chicken.
Some aluminum. They literally.
His dead baby.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
You bring a nigga a gourmet, dress him up in a tuxedo, Edomites do shit like that.
Shit like that. He go eat it.
To get that nigga a lining. You know what I'm saying?
All that shit still.
The bezie on his arm.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, that's heavy.
It ain't gonna make a fucking difference, bro. We in the world of pigs. And that's why the Lord said don't even you can't taste make, don't deal with things that's like of differentiation and hierarchy with these people. Nor he said that at, go to Matthew 7. What's that? 11? Yep. 7 and 6.
Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dog.
See? Something that's set apart. You know how you set something apart, like, don't nobody touch this for such and such and such and such. You think a pig gonna hear that? No. And what you just laid out is basically, in a nutshell, this is holy, right? Holy, like people that don't think won't take the time to consider all of that. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna touch it anyway. Like, remember that part on Barbershop with Eve? Mm-hmm. She was like, literally Eve.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's my damn apple juice.
Who the fuck touched my apple juice? And there's reasons of why she's going off in can that people are to understand that got discernment. Cause she like time, knowing I don't touch nobody else shit. Y'all could have asked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the principle. So forth and so on. But a fool you can't talk on that level with a fool. In other words, she was telling them it's holy. When you break it down, that's what holy is, right? But you can't talk to a fucking person that don't think holy. Grab that real quick. You keep going on that too. Let me read this. This is Titus chapter 1. And matter of fact, Salaki, if I can get it. Yeah, we good. This is Titus chapter 1 and 15. This is in the GNT. This is where I want to read it at. It says, weather out here tonight, huh? It says, in the GNT, everything is pure to those who are themselves pure. You see what I'm saying? When you think holy, you can understand when you walk up to something that's organized, be like, okay, this organized. Right. A person that's not naturally like that don't see it like that. Right, don't. It's just sitting there to them. You motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That shit make me so mad, bro. But when you understand what's going on, you be like, damn, these people is really just, they not wired like that. So that's why it says everything is pure to those who themselves are pure. Are you gonna wash your face with the towel you use to wash your feet necessarily? Hell no. You should clean your face separate because your face skin is not like the rest of the skin on your body. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing that shit. Me? Some don't go that far, but you got your instances where you do it, right? You know, you don't want everything on your plate running into each other. You see shit like that. You see what I'm saying? You see designation and boundaries. That's angelic. We're not all the fucking same. You know? Yeah, I put my shit here, put it here, put it. Nah, bro. What the fuck? It says, everything is pure to those who are themselves pure, but nothing is pure to those who are defiled and unbelieving, for their minds and conscience have been defiled. They claim that they know God, but their actions deny it. It says they are hateful and disobedient, not fit to do anything good. That's a pig. You see that? It's like a pig trying to tell you it got manners. Fuck out of here, bro.
No, Miss Piggy.
You keep going, bro.
Matthew 7:6.
Shit, that shit tripping.
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you.
See that? So you don't, he's basically telling us don't try to do things as of designation and organization and consideration with these people, man. That ain't wild, because they not wild like that. They not gonna make no differentiation. They not gonna be like, man, that's a pearl. They not gonna be like, man, that's alpaca. He couldn't talk to them like that. Because they was pigs, basically, you know? He was like, you don't block that shit. He's like, you don't wipe that shit.
You gotta block that shit.
You know? They wasn't differentiating nothing. He said, never on the phone, all right?
It's a damn carpet, you know?
When we do this certain shit, we don't, you know?
Right.
You shouldn't, you know? When the brothers around, hey, the children, we go to war, hey, the babies go up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we was talking about that the other week. I'll say the details, but yeah.
You got it. You go in a minute.
Yeah, con.
Okay. Let me read this too real quick. This is Proverbs 11. We just finished what we holding.
Yeah, con.
This is Proverbs 11 and 22 in the NLT. It says, a beautiful woman who lacks discretion is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. See that? A beautiful woman who lacks discretion, right, is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. So let's get the word discretion. All right? Somebody can get it. And then we just close on those ones that was had.
Yep.
And then we close on whatever you had, man.
Discretion.
It should be in.
Quality.
You in the Proverbs 11 and 24?
No, I had it with the Hebrew.
No. Let's go to the Hebrew.
Proverbs 11:24.
22. Yep.
All right. This is the word discretion in the Hebrew. It says taste and judgment.
See? Taste and judgment. You know? Now that's heavy when you think of the tongue. Do you taste everything the same? Does everything taste the same to you?
Very distinguished.
You know? Is everything now when you go into the spiritual sense of you will, like when it's a figure of speech, right? Is everything on the same level? You see what I'm saying? Is everything high quality? Is everything low quality? The Lord made it to where you're supposed to distinguish. But these people so goddamn disgusting, right? Like Sodom and Gomorrah, it's all the same with them, you know? Nothing mattered to them, basically. All right? Let's get what you last had. And then wherever we got.
Galatians 6.
We never finished. I don't know if we finished that, but I know we didn't finish the 2 Peter 2. The 2 through 11.
Yeah, kind. Yeah, I'll go there first.
Go back to did you finish the be without? You didn't finish the Sirach. Be without sin to add sin unto sin. We kind of don't need that. What else you was holding? Finish the
2 Peter.
No, the one you was reading.
Sirach 20.
Stop dropping them scriptures, bro.
I got them. Sirach 25.
Nah, bro. The Abraham.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Genesis
Abraham.
18.
Yeah, we cool on everything else. I don't know what you was holding talking about.
Jeremiah 2:11.
Yep.
Then Jeremiah 51 and 7.
Yep. Go ahead, bring it out.
Jeremiah?
No, the Abraham.
Yeah, Genesis chapter 18 and verse 32. It says, and he said, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but once.
Yeah.
It says, peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy.
Jumped all the way down from 50 to 45 to dang, forget the number before that, but he had 10 now. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake. Verse 33. And Yahweh went his way as soon as he had left communing with Abraham. And Abraham returned into his place.
See? Now guess what? 10 wasn't found. You know? But Abraham knew that shit. He basically got down to, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
That was the point, you know? In his own mind. Because did the Lord go back to him like, wait, you want to reconsider that? No. Abraham would agree on the number and then be like, sit and think and just be like, nah, I can't see it, man. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. Let's drop that number. He'd be like, all right, cool. And then he left again. And he get more serious. He just get more austere, more blunt. It's just like, bro, you just when you really in this, you just see it ain't no fucking, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no gray areas, you know? They're not gonna make it. All right, go ahead. What you say you have, brother? We don't even need the homeborn slave. We good.
Yeah, Jeremiah 51 and 7. I got Galatians 6.
Yeah, Galatians 6, we can finish that.
Okay.
And then the Jeremiah.
And then I got the Peter.
Yep.
Galatians chapter 6. Salagi.
We probably done on that too. Close up.
No, I'm there. Yeah.
Let the brother bring it up.
Yeah, you can bring it.
Just drop it. Must be biting off more than you could chew. Go ahead. Galatians 6:16.
Galatians 6 and 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them.
See, on them.
Peace be on them.
See that? Go ahead.
And mercy.
See? Like
and,
this, yep. Sure mercies of David. Go ahead.
Yep. And mercy and upon the Israel of God, of Yahweh Shemiel Shah.
Which is what Lot represented. You see that? Now let me remember Lot's wife, Baba Kasha. It's in the Gospels.
Luke 17:32. Remember Lot's wife.
Yep. Remember Lot's wife, man. So you gotta go into analyzing what went on with her mentally. You know, she played out Sirach 15 like everybody else. She stuck forth for her hand to what she wanted, you know, and it started in her mind, you know. And clearly she didn't make confession unto salvation like Lot did, because you didn't even hear about his wife ever saying nothing the entire time. So that means she was probably in the background thinking whatever. So she wasn't becoming righteous, because it said with the heart, a man believeth with the heart unto righteousness. And then it says with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. So she never got to the point to confess anything. That's why you didn't hear no words from her. She just got fucking destroyed, because nothing ever took place, or the righteousness never took place upstairs. But the crazy thing about it is she was around the entire time, listening. You know what I'm saying? So wouldn't it like stirred her up to at least say something? She ain't say shit. Now it makes sense, because confession made unto salvation. Abraham was talking. Hell, their daughters was talking. She didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's it on that. And then this last one. Slocky, 1 second. Wisdom of Solomon 10. And let's do this. Let's make it good. Let's go here. Wisdom of Solomon 10 and verse, hell, we could start at 6. Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 6. Wisdom helped Abraham. It says, I'm gonna start at 5. This in the GNT. Once when the nations were frustrated in their wicked plans, wisdom recognized a righteous man and kept him innocent in God's sight. See? So the angels watching us right now, because that's God's sight, right? But people don't look at it like that. They don't realize we as God's sight, you know what I'm saying? Because it say he's of pure eyes that behold evil. So Lord ain't looking at you nasty ass people. He looking at you through the angels. You got the Peter?
Yep.
Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse.
That's why nigga gotta say pause after everything. Because we in fucking Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm not saying that shit. You know? You pause, nigga. Go ahead. Pause on the pause. You know? That's gay as hell. Go ahead.
2 Peter 2 and 6. And turning.
And not against brothers that say pause. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, the brothers different, you know? From these people. But these niggas, man, nigga make everything some fruity shit, you know? Shit is fucking crazy, bro. Go ahead.
2 Peter 2 and 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them.
Where you at? Oh, we don't need all that. That's cool. Jump to where we left off. 9. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2 and 9, it says, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations.
See, he put you around this. He let you see the crap for what it is. You know, to prove you ain't with it. To make you hate this place more, and it just push you away further and further. And it push you onto righteousness. It push you onto the right people, the right way to be. Push you on the doing a video, the right woman. You know? Go ahead.
It says, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Go ahead.
But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness.
Go ahead.
And despise government.
Go ahead.
Presumptuous are they.
See? Now how's all this known? Go ahead.
Self-willed.
See?
They are not.
What's the context? Sodom and Gomorrah. So this is what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. People that despise government, how things supposed to actually go, you know. And they were self-willed. They did whatever the hell they wanted to do. That's what went on in Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ahead.
It says they are not afraid to speak evil of dignity.
See, the angels. It's like, man, bring them out here so we may know them. You don't know what angel that was. First of all, it's an angel, period. You know? Nigga, before you pulled up, but nigga pulled off talking about some praise Satan, whatever the hell he said. Go ahead.
Oh, other shit. Verse 11, it says, whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusations against them before the Lord.
So the angels see y'all. You see that? And guess what? Some of the brothers angels. You see that? So you motherfuckers got the Lord's people complaining and shit. You know? That's the witnesses being brought before the Lord. That are also being brought by the actual angels that are walking around, that are with these men. You know, watching them be vexed. Like, look at these and then watching them not pick the, you know, like putting them in a situation where they can show they ain't with none of this shit. Oh yeah, he don't want no woman like that. Or he don't want no, you know what I'm saying? And they just sitting back watching, cause say they at camp, right? Like now they watching. And they seeing like who really with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You just can't see them. Sometimes they'll leave, hit the block, walk up as a person. Go ahead. Manifest themselves to you sometimes. Go ahead.
Yep.
Come on.
It says, whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusations against them before the Lord.
See?
But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things they understand not.
Yeah, they don't give a goddamn. All right? So, go ahead.
And shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Yeah, man. Goddamn, just saying whatever, saying it around whoever, just not caring, just wilding in front of people. That's why we vex. Fucking women acting crazy in front of your children, bitches out twerking, just being public indecency, just nasty shit going on. Nasty work. Crazy work, nasty work, psychotic work, sadistic work. Esau punk ass, you know what I'm saying? Get the last one, then we probably get that then that Jeremiah 51, wherever you got. That's 2 Thessalonians 1-7. And I'll finish this.
Bring it up.
So it says, yeah, go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 1-7.
Yup.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
See? There's gonna be days when you trouble. America going down, but in the process of that, we vexed on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes we feel better than others, you know? But then again, in your vexation, you gotta be edified. You're really here to just be a camera, you know? So if you are to be a camera, right, are you really be all emotional, you know? Not really, no. You really no. Go ahead. Because your job is to be a camera, though you are not a real camera. Go ahead. So you're gonna get in your feelings sometimes, but your job is to be a watchman. Oh, you never got the word observe.
I had it on deck. I should have said something. Because you went in Google, right?
Yeah, on the Google.
This is observe on the Google. It says, notice or perceive something and register it as being significant.
See? But niggas contempt little things, but we'll be here on a day-to-day basis, seeing all these little things that people do, seeing how people walk past. Motherfucker might look at your outfit. I might just look at the look you got on. You see what I'm saying? I might just look at how you say or do things, you know what I'm saying? People, the Lord does that first and foremost. The hell with us. You know, but that's how we end up vexed, because all those little things add up. We just watching in the details, like a camera. Mm-hmm. A camera see everything. It don't just only get moments that's big, you know?
Exactly.
Go ahead.
It says, detect. Nope.
Crazy. So we here to like be in a damn radar alert system. Go ahead.
Notice and spot.
And that's what a camera for, you know? So that's basically it. So we could, this is Wisdom of Solomon 10:5 in the GNT. Once when the nations were frustrated in their wicked plans, wisdom recognized a righteous man and kept him innocent in God's sight. Right? She gave him strength to obey God's Yahweh Shah or Yahweh's command in spite of his love for his son. Woo! Who was that talking about? Abraham. You see that? He told Abraham to kill Isaac, who he loved. And he was going to keep that command in spite of his love. You see that? Which proved what he was about. He didn't choose his feelings. Read, wisdom rescued Lot. This is verse 6. Wisdom rescued a righteous man while ungodly people were dying. Wisdom rescued a righteous man while ungodly people were dying. That's why we get the fuck away from you people and don't want nothing to do with y'all. You're from the women to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You just be wanting to be the fuck alone. Everybody working out their own salvation with fear and trembling. Brothers chill. We link. Brothers mind their damn business. You know what I'm saying? Because this place fucked up, bro. And we pray. We watch and pray. We got our little hobbies to where we can, vent through and, This shit's serious, bro. It says, when wisdom rescued, it says he escaped the flames. He escaped the flames that destroyed the 5 cities. You can see the evidence of their wickedness. The land there is barren and smoking. The plants bear fruit that never ripens, and a pillar of salt stands as a monument to one who did not believe. The people of those cities ignored wisdom and could not tell right from wrong. That's crazy. Not only that, but the remains of their cities still remind us of the foolish way they lived, so that their failure can never be forgotten. But wisdom rescued her servants from the danger. See that? So clearly, you being rescued from something you currently in the midst of actively that you acknowledging and knowing you need help. That's why wisdom come forth to labor with you. No, this way, come on. Exactly. Get the fuck away from that. You got it. That's it.
I get Romans 15:4. And this that was quoted earlier. The brother quoted it earlier. Romans 15:4. It's key. It's key to everything we discussed tonight. You got it.
Romans 15:4 says, whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So we supposed to consider the things we read. There's not a playbook. And when I say playbook, I mean like a kid's book. But it is a playbook because the wisdom is us running plays. Like the brother just said, wisdom will come upon you and tell you no, you got to go this way to dodge the destruction that's to come. It's much danger. It says we live in the peril of our overthrowing. You know what I'm saying? We walk in the valley of the shadow of death. That's what we walking in. A place that's going to be destroyed. It's not for us. And we internally understand and know that. And all these people know this, really. It's just they're not willing to truly to consider it enough to realize and have to point out the fact that they are poor, wretched, miserable, and naked here. So you can get that on 51, Jeremiah 51:7.
And a lot of that start with our people.
It completely start with our people.
That's where most of vexation come from.
It do.
It's gonna start your household, then you go outside in your dumb neighborhood with niggas.
Yeah, it starts exactly where you at. And then if your people was up, you would be up. Because they wouldn't be able to treat you crazy if our people actually stood on who he was and knew who he was. It wouldn't be the situation. You got it.
The whole creation groaneth because the Israelites are fucked up.
What up? Yep. When we misplaced, as we are misplaced, everything is out of order. Nothing can be in order if the people who's supposed to be ruling and governing and speaking and judging on the earth are out of place. Everything is gonna be out of place. And that just gives room to what? Satan to run around and to go to and fro and do as he do. And to play and to create these situations we see our people amongst, ourselves amongst, that we got to deal with. Because we know what we're dealing with here. That's the beauty of the Lord. He gave us the understanding of what we're dealing with. He just told us, look, we got to endure. You got to endure through this. And it's beautiful because we not enduring for ourselves. We are doing it for ourselves, but ultimately doing it for ourselves, for our nation. You know, those of our nations, it's truly of our nations. That's going back to that Galatians 6 and 16. You can read that again. And then we go to the Jeremiah 51.
Galatians 6 and 16. It says, and as many as walk according to this rule.
See, so we got to walk according to this rule, according to the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You got it?
Peace be on them.
See, peace be on them. That's how you gain peace, through true wisdom. The wisdom from above, not the wisdom that is here on this earth.
That's how you're gonna be kept from getting your ass destroyed when this motherfucker New Sodom go down.
Yep.
Was it gonna go down by fire through the spirit?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. You can finish.
That's the pieces. You're not gonna have peace until this place goes the fuck down.
Going.
So it's not really talk about, some woosah shit. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you woosah, you're gonna have to woosah again. You're gonna have to that shit ain't gonna never happen.
Eternal woosah until this place is gone. But that's real. That's facts. Like, it ain't no peace here. That's why the scriptures tell us to rise and depart. We ain't supposed to. It ain't no comfort here, man. Ain't
And
no
why
real comfort.
ain't no peace here? Because it's the place of the wicked. And the Lord said what? There is no peace to the wicked.
Okay. You can get that Jeremiah.
Yeah, I know.
Esau not at peace. So how the hell you gonna be at peace?
Exactly.
Scriptures tell you what manner of ruler of the city is, such are all they that,
So if he ain't in peace, ain't no way in the world we in peace.
He mad.
They can't even get along like with they self.
He coming down with great wrath.
Because he know he got but a short time. That's vexing in his own manner.
He's like, fuck this fool, fuck the fucking.
Yeah, it don't even fucking matter. Like, none of this shit matter because he can't go on and do this shit forever.
We basically like on the movie Sinners, you feel or operate based off the head vampire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because technically, prior to repenting, if you will, like we all got bit because we the citizens. That's how we here. You know what I'm saying? So remember he got hit in this shit.
Everybody,
It's like, Esau just wake up pissed, everybody gonna feel it.
Yeah. Now, if you push a button real quick and it's some bullshit, you on lockdown. You gotta sit your ass down. You can't go do what you want to do.
Right.
The
Exactly.
dang support that they send out expired. Cause he like, you know what? I ain't sending it no more. Whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, so ultimately, everybody, all the nations on this earth have bought into America because Babylon is America. The daughter of Babylon is America. Spiritual Babylon is America. You can get that in Revelation 17.
And that's why they bugged out and pissed off, even if they admit it or not,
Right.
confess it or not.
Exactly. And these people basically admitting it and confessing it. I ain't gonna say it exactly,
They
but
ain't confessing it. But
they
showing it.
They showing, they speaking. You can get that, yeah.
Revelation 17 and 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls,
Yep.
having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and the filthiness of her fornication.
So America was decked out. She had everything as it may perceive, but ultimately, what she was serving everybody in all these nations was abominations, setting them up ultimately for more destruction. So there's no way. It was no way.
That's current, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't over with. That's going on right now. This shit ain't as it appear, in other words. You know, you got it.
Yep. Let me see. Yeah, you can read 5 and then hop back.
Verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written.
And this shit clear as day.
Yeah, it's written on your face, as they say, on her forehead.
Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots.
This the place that supplies all of the wickedness of the earth ultimately. It spreads it out. It's the place of influence. It's a place where everybody eats from. But it's the ultimate place that's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna be the main place hit with nukes. It's gonna be the place destroyed off the face of the earth. By those nukes, by nuclear fire. You got it.
The mother of harlots
Uh-huh.
and abominations of the earth.
See? Or the mother of the abominations of the earth. You got it. You can hop back.
To Jeremiah.
51. 7. You can start at 7.
Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's Yahweh's hand
Yep.
that made all the earth drunken.
So the entire earth, you got it?
The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, so the whole earth is under the influence and they mad. So we watching this place crumble as we speak right now. And that's why we sit here on this earth vexed, because of all the abominations we see. And we see we in a place that you can't win here. It ain't no winning. It ain't no surviving. It ain't no really, it ain't life. You know, you gotta wake up and do this over and over and over and over again until we get up out of here, you know? So yeah, you got it. You keep on reading.
It close
It
out
says
when you're
Babylon
I got you.
is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
And that's what we waiting for Babylon to be suddenly fallen and destroyed. And that's gonna be upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, when he come on those clouds, those chariots, you know, with the angels. That's what we are waiting for the installation of the kingdom of heaven here on this earth, for us to be put back in our rightful order and rulership. So this earth, which is ultimately supposed to be a paradise, can actually be that, you know? But ultimately for us, for our sakes. You got it?
It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
Yeah, and she not gonna be healed. Ain't no America no more. Ain't no so-called white man reigning on the earth when the Lord returns. This place over with, you know? That's it. That's the end all, ultimately be all for these people. And for us, it's a kingdom to come that's ongoing forever and with everything that we can't even imagine at this point.
Y'all mind if
So
I
that's
ask
what
what
that's
y'all
what
talking about real quick?
that's what we seeking. Go to
Okay, my bad.
yeah, y'all good, you're good. We reading the Bible though, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Keep on going.
It
Huh?
says, we would have healed Babylon.
KJV.
I'm gonna listen for a minute.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Yep.
Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
You got it.
Like we've been saying, basically, how we were saying, basically not being joined with this world, wanted to leave America, forsake her, because she can't be healed. It's a terrible place.
Hey, you got to come out of the mindset of America, man. Otherwise, you're not going to survive. It's that simple. If you believe in this place, you're part of the problem. If you want to stay here, you go eat a nuke. If you got the mind to get up out of here and you understand that the only way that we're going to survive is by escaping and having faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you don't have no hope. There's nothing that we can give you, you know? And you know, that's it. That's it. You can go to St. John 17 and 16. We'll probably close out there.
16, verse.
Start at 15.
John 17, verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world.
So the Lord, he wants us to endure here. So he prayed that we don't be taken out of this place, because he got to, basically this earth got to be confounded. They're going to be confounded upon those chariots returning, upon the Lord returning to come and collecting the elect, and that salvation being seen by all. You got it?
Says, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
So the Lord, he wants us to be stayed away from the evil through us understanding these scriptures, through us obtaining to that search of knowledge and obtaining it and actually walking in it, doing the words the Lord says, so you could be deemed a wise man. So in the day when the storms come, the floods come, you know, we can escape. You got it?
They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Because we walking in the Lord's stand, Yahweh Shai's stand. We walking after
You gotta
his.
break that down. You just can't say storms, and you gotta break that down. The storms and what? The winds is dealing with them different trials and tribulations, man. Different specific events. Different specific events that's gonna come to America, man. The different temptations you're gonna be hit with in your life, to nutshell it. Because it's not literal storms, you know,
Right.
or at least not only, you know. It's not leading with that. That's just an analogy, you know. But you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind. Yep. So yeah, those storms that I spoke of, yeah, that's different tribulations we got to deal with. We understand Jacob's trouble is going to come in full effect. We know that Israelites are written to be rounded up, you know, taken from our homes, so on and so forth. It's a bunch of tribulation to come.
Let's keep going.
So that's what's the synonymous with those storms, bad times, the evil that's to come. You got it, Doc.
Says John 17:16, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Yep. No, that was it right there. It says they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So yeah, the Lord, he has a selection or the election of his chosen people of Israel to be saved out of this, all the destruction and this chaos that we know is coming to this earth through these prophecies that are going to go forth and continue to kick off and to, you know, all be fulfilled. So we got to stay and endure through all that is to come. So we can be saved.
And it's coming to this world. It ain't just coming to the earth, because the earth is being inhabited. So it's going to be felt by people on the earth, because that's where the world is at. But it's this world we know right now, this eon, this age of, you know, people being on, stuff being out of order, things being, you know, how they not supposed to be, you know? In regards to that word, Eric mentioned, he just said, you got it.
Yeah, kind. Yeah, that was it. Brothers got some.
This is Genesis 25:7. We just ended here. It says, this in the GNT. I will tell you about 10 kinds of people that I feel fortunate to know. Especially fortunate in the case of the 10th. Someone who takes pride in his children. Someone who lives to see his enemies fall.
Beautiful.
So, you know, and that's everything that's against you, all your enemies, man. You know, whether it's the moments that don't make sense, people that don't make sense, people that's wicked, food, the damn air itself, you know what I'm saying? Enemies, that's the system, you know? Someone who lives to see the fall of his enemy. And I'm gonna finish in 10. It says, a man fortunate enough to have an understanding wife, a married couple who are well matched, a person who never speaks sinfully, a person who does not have to work for someone less competent than himself, some fortunate enough to have a real friend, a person that people are happy to listen to, and a really great one, someone who is wise. So those all things to where Sirach or Yahushua, you know, the grandson of Sirach, says he is fortunate. Someone ultimately that's truly wise, because you're gonna know ultimately how to get all these things, you know, and that these things are to be. And if you in situations that's opposite, you understand how to navigate through them ultimately. You know, the Lord's gonna give you the spirit to be able to navigate out of it, even if you fall, to where you at least get back up and just keep going. All right, so that's basically it. We're going to end it. Call Halam La.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Waharakak Wadash.
All right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone Church and the elder bishops. Salutations as well to the rest of the elders and Akim on down to the rest of the branches. Also, the churches hold forth the true word, this true word for true life and all true faith and sincerity. So till next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.